because they're both wearing 6-7.
Well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Orlando Health. For Kansas City, it'll be Carter Jensen leading off. Carries a 15-game hitting streak into this game. Lofton and then Caglione at first. Thomas, the cleanup man, in center. Rojas, Perez, Collins, Marte, and Tolbert rounding out the lineup card for the manager, Matt Quatraro.
Well, Casey Legumina is going to be the opener here today for the Tampa Bay Rays. This season with Tampa Bay, he's got a .275 earned run average, a whip of 1.22 in 19 2/3 innings. This is his second start here as a Ray. He's back on the 14th of June in Anaheim against the Angels. He opened up a game for Ian Seymour, went an inning and 2/3, and Ian Seymour came in for 3 1/3 after that in a Rays win, 8-3. There's the mix. Loves that fastball, 4-seam and 2-seam at 61% of the time. He's got a good one too. It's got some late life. He's got that lower arm angle, arm slot release point, and then the sweeper.
And he faces Jensen with that hitting streak we mentioned. The first pitch is a ball, so we are underway. Jensen with double figures in the home run department out of that leadoff spot. And takes the pitch down and away. There's a strike. 2-1. And a fly ball down that left side. That's going to be just foul and caught by Chandler Simpson. That is out number 1.
Well, let's set the rest of that Rays defense for you. Joining Chandler Simpson in that outfield is going to be Cedric Mullins and Victor Mesa Jr. Infield third to first, Junior Caminero, Taylor Walls, Richie Palacios, and Jonathan Aranda, with Hunter Fiducia getting the call behind the plate.
Nick Lofton, the third baseman. And there's a strike, upper part of the zone. Emil Jimenez calling the balls and strikes. And Venezuela. There's a brother who's an umpire too, a call-up umpire in the Major Leagues. Edwin, that's back a third. Nicely done by Caminero on the pick and the throw from deep third. Nice play indeed.
Yeah, that's what you're always looking for, is that throw. Is he going to get his feet set? And he had time. That ball got to him pretty quickly. Gathers himself, turn, fire, and right on the money to Aranda.
2 up, 2 down. And Caglione, the first baseman, steps in. And he checks his swing on that pitch, ball 1.
Well, he has been scorching here in the month of June.
Yes.
Got that average up to .272, leads the team with 14 home runs.
Big time OPS. You put all those figures together, he has been very impressive. Fouls it back. 1-1.
Well, let's talk about that month of June, our Toyota trend. 21 games this month, 9 homers, 19 driven in, and an OPS of 1168.
Roller to first, backhand by Aranda. Legumina covers, and that is a 1-2-3 first. Yandy Diaz will lead off when we come back. Aranda and Junior Caminero. Richie Palacios for the second time this year in that cleanup spot. Simpson, Mullins, Walls, Mesa Jr., and Fiducia will round it out. Seth Lugo, veteran right-hander, on the mound for Kansas City. And the first pitch, and he throws a strike.
You see Seth Lugo right there going to the pitch comp too, calling his own game. If it's not a knuckleball, Dwayne, he throws it. Let's take a look at Seth's season numbers. 3-4 record, ERA, a very tidy 3.69, whip 1.35. Not a huge strikeout guy, but he puts a lot on your plate, and I mean a lot.
the popper foul right side, and that's going to be into the Rays dugout, as it turns out. Well, you need the pitch comp because you don't have enough fingers for this.
Yeah, this right here. Well, first of all, too, how about the fact that we're gonna claim a curveball, a sweeper, a slider, a slow curve, and a slurve? We've got 5 breaking balls. Is that for real?
I mean, we list 9 different pitches there.
Yeah, and again, 5 breaking balls. It's one thing when a guy has a sweeper, a curveball, and a slider, but now we've got slow curve and slurve on top of it. I mean, isn't the sweeper, slurve? I mean, it's pretty remarkable what he throws out there.
And swing and miss on the fastball there. Well, with all of those other pitches, it might make that 4-seamer seem to have a little more hop.
Yeah, I think Yandy was looking for one of those 5 breaking balls. Let's take a look at that Kansas City defense. Outfield left to right, we've got Isaac Collins, Lane Thomas, and Starling Marte. Infield third to first, Nick Lofton, Tyler Tolbert, Josh Rojas, and Jack Caglione, with Carter Jensen getting the call behind the plate.
Jonathan Aranda fouls a fastball back for a strike.
Yeah, it's interesting going up against a guy like Lugo with all those pitches. You really have to hone in, on what he's done against you in the past if you faced him, or what he does against lefties. And forget all the noise, because that's what Lugo tries to do. He tries to put a lot of noise in a hitter's head with all of the pitches that he throws.
And he moves his pitches around in all locations as well.
He has to, because he's not overpowered.
Yeah.
He's about trying to keep that ball off the barrel of the bat. He knows that hitters are going to, for the most part, put the ball in play against him.
And a base hit through the left side for Aranda off the 0-2 pitch.
And how about Aranda? How about Aranda going the other way again? I'll tell you, his bat manipulation is fun to watch. Watch how he stays inside the breaking ball. They're trying to get it in. They don't. And so that ball ends up away. And look how he just stays on it. Stays inside it, stays on it, and just rifles that ball the other way. And, of course, he's got some room to work with over there with the fielders shifted. And he gets through.
And look at the spread there on the direction of all his hits.
And I'm going to tell you what, of those 19 to left field, I'll bet you half have come in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe the last month. I mean, he has really been using the whole field very effectively.
Yeah, it's almost as if he's guiding the ball in that direction.
Yeah, no, you're right. And that's why when we talk about his bat control and his bat manipulation, that's exactly what it looks like. I'm just gonna, just move it inside, and just like he did in that at bat right there.
2-1.
Yeah, okay. So here in the month of June, 11 of the 19 hits to left field.
How about that?
Have been in June.
There's a long one, high and deep to left. Collins is going to go to the wall, and that baby's gone. Home run for Junior Caminero. Rays break out early with that home run and a 2-0 lead. Number 17 for Caminero.
Let's go, baby. Yes, sir.
And a great start for the Rays here. Richie Palacios fouling one back, strike one.
Dwayne, you know where he hit this ball, and why he took a good look at it. There's the breaking ball. I'm not sure which one that is, but it gets absolutely hammered, and he's watching it, make sure it stays fair, right into tarps off territory. That's where he put that ball.
Of course he did.
There it is.
There you go. And one tarp off.
Don't worry, it'll grow.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun for. That's got to be fun for all the campers here today. Parks and Rec Day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Got a lot of youngsters here.
Yep. I'm going to be loving that. Could get a little bit weird out there today, Dwayne. Already is with the noon start.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, some of the tarpsters slept in today.
Well, they were in full effect last night.
Yes,
so
they were.
we'll be rolling in here in the 4th or 5th.
Hot shot. Oh, what a play down at first. Caglione made the stop on that. That had something behind it. Well, that had extra bases written on it when it left the bat.
It certainly did. That ball was ripped. And how about that backhand dive by Caglione? You have very little time to react. Boom. And you just turn, and he's able to glove that ball and then get to the bag. Heck of a play.
Simpson, fly ball left field toward the line, and back to catch it is Isaac Collins, and the Rays are out in the first, but not before Junior Caminero connects with a rondo aboard, and the Rays have a 2-0 lead. Legumina still out there on the hill. He had a 1-2-3 first. And the 1-0 pitch to Thomas. Ball 2.
Ian Seymour down there warming up, so he could be summoned at any time. You do have Josh Rojas, the lefty, in the on-deck circle.
A little close, and now it's 3-0. Quatraro put his lineup card together: left, right, left, right, left, right, switch, right, and then down to the 9th spot.
Try to make it as difficult as possible on Kevin Cash to create matchups, and also knowing he's getting the righty Legumina, and then all of a sudden here comes the lefty Seymour.
3-1, got him on a pitch in, popped into short left, and who's going to get it out there? Wall. Simpson kept on coming in from left, but Wall stayed right with that and made the catch. And so that is the first out here in the top of the 2nd inning, and with Kevin Cash out to make the pitching change here, an inning and a third as the opener for Legumina, and the Rays will make a call to the bullpen, and with that, let's send it up into the catwalks to Ryan Bass. Ryan or Dan, but hats off to both of them.
It's Dan, and that the term he used for Ryan more appropriate for me. At least Ryan went up there. I don't think I'm going to go up there.
With you there. High pop up here as Ian Seymour comes in, and with the first pitch to Rojas, gets a foul pop. 2 away.
I love the fact that Dan talked about the Marcell Ozuna home run having nothing to do with the catwalks, and having everything to do that, almost taking down all the banners out in left field. I still think that that's the furthest home run that this building's ever seen, although StatCast would agree to disagree.
Yeah, and I'm kind of with you.
Yeah. You saw the replay.
Yeah.
And like Dan said, it was still going up. It didn't graze the banner. It tried to put a hole in the banner. It rippled it.
It impacted.
Yes. And they gave that like a 4. It was whatever they gave it didn't do it justice. That ball was absolutely smoked.
Seymour to Perez. The pitch is wide, 2-0. But I'll tell you, hats off to those guys up there.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are, in their own way, something else.
Yeah.
A couple of wizards up there in the rings.
Up in the in the rings, and those staircases that just continue to lead you all the way to the A ring.
Truly the lords of the rings. Those guys. Who was it? Gandalf in the rings? Yep. One of them is Gandalf. I'll let them battle that out up there in the rings.
Hot corner alert. The A ring reaches 194 feet above the playing surface. Oh, how about the fact that the Sunshine Skyway, the A would fit inside here?
That is amazing.
That is.
Think about that. High fly ball into left. Looking up toward the rings there is Simpson, and he makes the catch. Well, Tropicana Field. Frederick Mullins will open the bottom of the 2nd inning here for the Rays, and a 2-0 Rays lead. Swinging on the first pitch. Mullins in the lineup. He is 3 for 6 in his career with a double against Seth Lugo. Now a ball and a strike. You can see Jensen trying to carry that pitch in toward the zone there, but Miguel Jimenez would have nothing of it, and it's 2-1. Been away, and that's they list that as the sweeper, but it didn't sweep a lot.
No, he got underneath it, and that will take away that sweeping action.
Now the count is full.
I don't know how you come to that conclusion so quickly too, because again, you go to StatCast and you look it up, and he's got the 5 breaking balls. 5. The kitchen sink.
Yep.
That's his arsenal. Kitchen sink.
Pop fly, short center. Thomas out there. He covered some ground to get there, but a lot of hang time on that one.
Well, it's going to be really important too for these outfielders and infielders to communicate on those pop-ups here at the Dome.
You could catch the Rays the final weekend in June when they host the Diamondbacks here. 3-game series kicking off tomorrow through Sunday. Get your seats for the action at raysbaseball.com/tickets.
You know, getting back to the pop-up stuff, with the day game here, it's brighter.
Yep.
It's brighter here at Tropicana Field, and that ball can be tough to track. We've already seen the Royals have problems with it earlier in this series. So communication will be key by all.
1-1. And with that in mind, I think we've seen more defenders converge on balls in the air here than you normally would see.
Yep. Don't take anything for granted. Don't assume.
Yep.
Very, very popular baseball lesson.
Yeah, not a good thing.
Not a good thing. But you're right. Everybody converging, everybody, communicating as best they can. You know, Matt Quatraro, with all the time that he spent here at Tropicana Field, has probably implored his guys, hey, listen, trust me, you're going to want to do that because it can get difficult.
Ball's out on the breaking ball. Well, Ryan is back from being up in the rings. Ryan, what else can you tell us about that adventure?
Well, I will tell you, first of all, thank you to Dan Muller and everybody with the Rays for taking me up there, right? Getting an opportunity to see a different vantage point from the field that I haven't actually seen before. But one of the more unique, scariest, whatever you want to put it, parts is you can see on the rings, you've got the grates in terms of how you go up the stairs, but also around all of those rings, it looks directly down. So if you remember, Dwayne, the old Sunshine Skyway Bridge, you could see through the grates down. It's the same feeling when you're up there in the rings. It's pretty scary. I honestly don't know what was scarier, 116 stories up on the edge walk on the CN Tower or the rings here, because that vantage point looking through, it's a doozy for sure.
Yeah, I can only imagine, and I'll certainly take your word for it, because I'm not sure I would want to take a little stroll up there and look down through the grid.
No, not at all. Good for Ryan, though. He will do anything.
Yes, he will.
I mean,
there's a strike.
Challenge, yeah.
He's going to challenge it. He thought he'd drawn the walk.
He did.
Steps up the line.
He should just continue on down to first.
Well, the ABS, sponsored by T-Mobile, powered by T-Mobile as well, and Mesa Jr. was right, draws the base on balls here.
Let's see how aggressive the Rays are here with 2 outs. You've got Seth Lugo on the mound, who's given up 2 stolen bases in 4 attempts, and he has 2 pickoffs.
Padusha in the batter's box.
Rays
are trying to bring that pitch in closer, but that's a ball.
He's left a couple of those arm side, either the breaking ball or the fastball, kind of not getting all the way out with his reach to get that pitch where he wants it. Not quite yet.
Fastball foul back, 1-1. Ryan, what else can you tell us about your adventure in the ring?
Yeah, one more thing I learned, Dwayne BA, is there have been more balls that have hit the rings in the last several weeks here at the Trop than all of 2024 combined. How about that?
And it might tell us something there. And, you know, that's a keen observation made by who will now forever be our Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Ryan Bass. And that's an interesting note he brings up.
Yeah. Well, there's also been talk in the last few weeks that the ball's a little jumpier than it has been earlier in the year.
Popped up, foul, Lofton after it. And neither Lofton nor Jensen will make that play. Jensen, the catcher, covered a lot of ground. And you have to think of the two, Lofton would have had the better chance.
Yeah, and they were both there in time. They weren't going for, again, this is where that communication comes in. This roof has given the Royals issues all series long. And they're over there. They're over there. There's no communication between them, so no one really goes for it. There's a reach, and the ball falls in harmlessly.
Another chance for Fiducia. Two and two.
I mean, in this series alone, we've had 2 homers off catwalks. We've had a couple other pop-ups that have hit the catwalk, been playable, hit the catwalk, and been dead.
And I think with the brighter topping here, especially during the daytime, it's more of a challenge for visiting defenders. A little chop back to the mound. Lugo takes care of that with the throw to first. We're through 2-0 Rays. Zach Collins, the left fielder, leads off. This pitch is upstairs. Legomita open. Seymour got the last 2 outs in the second inning, starting the third. 1-1. Seymour 3-1 on the year. And he just missed there.
Seymour gets a little bit of that cross-body action to try to create some deception, which is why he starts so far over on the third base side of the rubber. Allows him to get the ball in on righties a little easier.
Foul right back. Yeah, you can see where he starts with that left foot on the rubber. And then his landing spot in the front of the mound.
Yeah.
Over toward first.
Yep, and right in the middle of the rubber. So he has a little bit of crossfire action. I mean, take a look at it right over in there.
That's fouled straight back and just below us. So the count holds at 2-2.
That does allow him to create some angles, create some deception.
Maybe hide the ball a little bit longer. Look out, foul. The Rays dugout that time. Collins taking aim with some of these pitches fouled away. And that is strike 3 call. Collins caught looking for a strikeout for Seymour.
Love that pitch coming after the changeup. He wants to come in with the fastball, inner half. Our Advent Health strike zone, and you'll see he does get it on the inner half right there at the bottom of the zone. A nice job there by Fiducia to get underneath that pitch, present it well, get the call, and get the out.
Sterling Marte holds off the pitch and missed it.
Not too often. First time you face a guy, he swings at a first pitch curveball. Ian Seymour thinks that he's going to steal strike 1, and Marte, he takes a cut at it.
Two.
Quick pitch. See that every now and then, just to try to throw off the timing. the hitter is trying to time you as much as anything else. And so all of a sudden, if he's waiting for that leg kick and you slide step and come at him, boy, that can put him on the defensive real quick.
Yeah, why not? Foul ball back, holds the count.
Mark Connor
strikes.
Mark Connor, Goose, one of my old pitching coaches, one of the best I've ever had. And he loved the because he had a leg kick with the runner on. Didn't even matter if there was a runner on, but a leg kick out of the stretch. And he loved the slide step changeup because the slide step already puts the hitter on the defensive, like, oh, he's coming quicker, and then you pull the string. And there's so much success with that pitch. You're almost already speeding him up because you've sped up your delivery.
Yes.
And then now you pull the string and throw a changeup. And you get them all out of rhythm. Again, hitting is timing. Pitching is trying to mess with that timing. Throw it off.
And there is a wave and miss, and he got him to chase the off-speed pitch. That change up there gets the strikeout.
There it is. The no-look change. And Marte right out over the top of it.
How about that off the changeup?
Yeah, I mean, that is outstanding. Boy, and that's across the board for this Rays staff. They have really gravitated towards that pitch. As a staff, they've basically doubled the usage from a season ago. You've got the guys that throw the changeup are throwing it more often. Guys that didn't really have a changeup have one now. It's something that, and that's by design. The way that the Rays do things, that's not by happenstance. Train for velocity hitters, we're going to be the anti.
Wave and miss.
That's one thing, other thing that it does. Not only is it effective in its own right, but it allows your fastball to play up just a little bit.
Yeah, I think we saw a good example just right there on strike two. On the ground, back at third. Caminero throws a strike to Aranda. 3 up, 3 down. Aranda coming in. He will be the number 3. The bottom of the third. Yandy to lead it off. Then Aranda followed by Caminero. Facing the veteran right-hander Seth Lugo. Lugo coming off a 6-inning outing his last time against the Cardinals when he picked up his 3rd win of the year. And the first pitch is a ball to Yandy Diaz, and there's Yandy leading the league in hitting. 3rd and on base. And he did not go after that one, says Gabe Morales.
His average dipped to 293 going into play on May the 13th, and he's hit 376 coming into play today since then. 35 games. And that has gotten him right to the lead there in the American League, not only in average but in hits.
Fouls it back 2-2.
Boy, he's upset too. You can see the body language. Yandy upset because he got a hanger where he could get his arms extended and he fouled it off. Missed it.
Chopper to third. Short hop pick by Lofton. And the throw to first on the money. So out number 1. Wherever he hit this season, Suncoast Credit Union donates $79 to local nonprofits. Visit suncoast.com/raise for more information. Now Jonathan Aranda in the play, short center. Thomas coming straight in. And that's out number 2. Well, Junior Caminero will step in here.
Well, let's look at a StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. 372-foot home run, 103.9 off the bat. A 38-degree launch angle, Dwayne. The same launch angle that he hit a home run earlier in this series off the C ring. So how about that? 2 homers in this series, both of them off the bat at 30. There you go.
How about that?
Got Beck way. And then, of course, Seth Lugo earlier today.
And he skies this one foul toward the dugout, and that's going to be about 4 or 5 rows back, and then rolling back on top the dugout.
By the way, I think that those are his 2 highest launch angle home runs this season, and both of them have come here in this series.
Hit the other home run Tuesday. He shoots this one foul. Had some distance on it, but well foul. Back into the screen. He's facing Seth Lugo. Popped up right side, backing up. Caglione from first to make the grab. A 1-2-3 inning here. Beautiful day at Tampa. MLB All-Star Game in Philly. Cast your vote. Knock off 20% of your ticket purchase. Make your choice by voting today. RaysBaseball.com/vote. First pitch. Jensen takes a strike. 9 up, 9 down for Kansas City. Legomena, now Seymour. That's missed there, 1-1. AC Legomena, an inning and a third. Seymour, an inning and 2/3 so far under his belt. He gets the fastball by the left-handed hitter. 1-2. And strike 3 called.
But there's nothing better than punching out a hitter with the fastball, looking, and they don't even react. Watch the Jensen. He doesn't even question it. Yeah, he beat me.
And you watch both of them vacate. You know, Seymour walking off the mound, and the hitter Jensen leaving the batter's box.
Yeah, not a look back. Like, are you sure that was borderline? I mean, he just was like, yeah. He just got me. Yeah.
And a strike into Lofton.
The only thing better is when they talk to themselves on the walk back.
Yeah.
Get a hitter talking to himself. You're doing something right.
Up the right side, that's going to slice out of play. And the souvenir. How about that? Little guy has a souvenir.
Don't throw it. Sometimes that young, they just chuck it.
Yeah, that's right. They go, hey, this is made to throw.
They're not wrong.
Another foul ball.
Oh!
This one down to the bullpen, and a grab down there.
That was nice. Head on a swivel.
Yeah, some good plays down there in the bullpen. In that whole area. Ooh, look out. That's a foul ball into the camera. Well, just short of the Rays dugout.
You know what? Let's start to think about between the lines. You can't go after BJ.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's busy, you know. He's doing some important work.
That's right.
Skied to short left this time. And then Simpson is there. Chandler makes the catch.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's take a look at our Ford Keys with Jack Caglione coming to the plate. And Dwayne, I think that he is starting to get wise to how he is being pitched and what the league is trying to do to him. Last season, 7 home runs and 210 at-bats, but a 157 average. Earlier this year, March through May, 236 with 5. But look at the month of June. Wow. 354, 9 homers, 19 driven in. Starting to figure some things out here.
Yeah, he's out in front there.
But not everything.
That's right. Strike here on Caglione. One ball, one strike. Look at that. I mean, he is spread out.
One of the widest stances, and that's why he doesn't have much of a stride. It's just a weight transfer. Pick that front foot up, and it comes down maybe a couple of inches in front of where he starts out. You know, we looked at some high school stuff. You know, Doug was talking about him yesterday and how narrow he was. So he had a long stride in high school. Obviously now feeling more comfortable like this, and he gets his load right here, the weight shift, and that front foot doesn't move a whole lot. Cuts down on a lot of excess movement, which is what you want here.
Well, let's compare the two.
Yeah, I mean, you can see high school a little bit more narrow, and watch how wide he gets. And this one right here in the big leagues, as he's worked his way to the big leagues, he has obviously changed his setup. The stride not nearly as long, but it doesn't need to be with his wide setup.
And a cut and miss. He is out on strikes. Fastball got him right there. And when we come back, Richie Palacio sitting out of the cleanup spot, leads off here in the 4th inning and takes a big cut. Strike one. Well, he had a number 4 hitter swing that time.
Takes it seriously.
Yes, he does. Rays got 2 runs in the first off Seth Lugo on the home run by Junior Caminero. It's 0-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Lugo made 26 starts last year, 8-7 with a 4.15 earned run average. Coming into this game, 3-4, 16 starts with a 3.69 ERA. The tapper, roller. Lugo's going to get the tag. Palacios was headed to first down that runner's lane. So 1 unassisted on the ground out. We have just a total of 2 hits in this game, and they both came in the first when Aranda singled and Caminero hit the home run. And there you see what Lugo has done against the Rays with a career 1.86 earned run average over 3 outings and 3 wins.
Well, you saw the whip. He just doesn't give the Rays a lot of opportunities. You know, you limit the base runners, and if you can keep the ball, you know, in play, keep it out of the stands, you've got a chance to put up some really, really nice outings, and he has done that a number of times.
Ground ball there. Back to the bag, Caglione, and he takes the throw from Rojas.
How many times do you see the first baseman take a couple of steps towards the ball and then just give up on the play?
Yep.
At least Caglione realized, hey, listen, there's Lugo's probably not going to get there in time, so if I'm not going to field that ball, I got to peel back. We just see too many times where the pitcher's not going to get there in time. The first baseman just kind of hangs out in no man's land, and it's a base hit.
Yeah, if they try to have Lugo cover, there's no chance with Chandler going down that line. And so you're absolutely right. That's a liner and a base hit. One hop in front of Marte. Cedric Mullins has a single. First hit since the first inning in this game by either team.
Well, let's look at our Orlando Health slow-mo replay. The breaking ball, just spinning, not a lot of drop to it, not doing a whole lot. And Cedric Mullins says, thank you very much, and shoots that ball out into right field. Another base runner here with 2 outs, and let's see if Cedric has any designs on trying to get things going in the running game.
Mullins, 12 steals on the year. Taylor Walls takes that upstairs. Taylor beginning this game hitting .222. Double and a run scored last night. Now 1-1. Walls picked up hits in 10 of his last 11 games and a little over 300 in that stretch. Back in, Mullins at first. Start and a stop as Lugo steps back. Mullins back to the bag. Two and one. Jensen keeping that ball within reach. Rays runs came in the first. And that breaks over for strike two. 2-2. Victor Mesa Jr. follows Walds and the Rays lineup today. 2 outs, 2-2 the count. Runner at first. There he goes. Got a quick jump, and he's going to steal it easily. A stolen base for Mullins, his 13th of the year.
You wondered. You knew it was just a matter of time. The Rays have been running a lot more as of late. Now 19 stolen bases, and now this is their 17th game, their last 17 games. See if they get any more. But that part of their game went away for a little while, and it's a big part of their game because they're not a huge slugging team. They have the 2-run homer today, but some of the fewest number of home runs in Major League Baseball as a team. So they have to create some things, and they've done a pretty good job of that for the most part this year. But
well, that was ball 4, and Walds is headed down to first. They're going to challenge this. And it was wide.
I love the confidence that Taylor was showing because he just was continuing to walk down to first base. Had no designs of coming back there to the batter's box.
2 men on for each stolen base at home this season. The Rays donate $250 to the Orlando Health Foundation, West Florida. And the pitch swung on. Mesa Jr. sends one deep to right. That ball's got a chance to go. Gone! Home run on the first pitch. Victor Mesa Jr. belts a 3-run shot, and the Rays take a 5-0 lead. So Mesa Jr. unloads. The Rays with 2 home runs today. A 2-run shot by Caminero, 3-run blast by Mesa Jr.
3-run homers are outing killers and game changers. And all of this with 2 outs. A 2-out hit by Mullins, a walk, and then a hanging, some sort of breaking ball.
Yeah, take your pick out of what, 9 different pitches?
But only 5 breaking balls.
Yeah. It's a fly ball into center. Thomas coming on, and he's going to make a sliding grab on that one to retire the side. 3-run score in the inning for the Rays on one swing of the bat from Victor Mesa Jr. And the Rays have a 5-0 lead. Well, the Rays have a 5-run lead to enter the 5th. Rays with Ian Seymour on the mound, and Lane Thomas takes that first pitch, and that's a strike. Blast off the bat of Victor Mesa Jr. Bottom of the fourth. One and one. Thomas and Rojas and Perez due up. 1-2 now. Short right into the glove of Walls, and he throws a strike to first. So 1 up, 1 down here in the 5th inning. Hey, don't forget Evan Longoria's induction into the Rays Hall of Fame and his jersey retirement ceremony coming up July 11th and 12th. You can be a part of the historic Longo's Legacy Weekend. Get your tickets at RaysBaseball.com/Longo, and there will be a number 3 added to those numbers up there. Josh Rojas takes a strike. The 4th number shall be number 3. And the 4th shall be 3.
Interesting.
0-2. Down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Simpson after this went back toward the corner, and he's going to be there to make the catch. They made that grab just inside that marker down there, 3:15 down the line. And that's out number 2.
The ball off the bat. Here's our Orlando Health slow-mo replay. It's about the only time you could have Chandler Simpson running in a replay and have anything slow about it. Tracking that ball very well. Catch and brace.
Well, that's 14 up and 14 down. Retired by Legomena and Seymour in tandem. Perez takes a big cut and misses the fastball.
How about that for a career high? 10 in a row?
Yep.
You know what? He's in good rhythm. He's done a good job of changing speeds. He's using both sides of the plate effectively. I like what you've seen.
Right side, Mesa Jr. over there, but it's going to be well out of play.
Always nice, too, to be pitching with a lead.
Yes.
Go out there and be in attack mode. And most of these Rays pitchers are like that anyway. But especially here today, this early start and this quick start.
1-2. Yeah, 3 hitters in. The Rays grabbed the lead in the first on Camanero's 2-run home run, his 17th of the year. Victor Mesa Jr. a 3-run shot in the 4th. 2-2 count to Salvador Perez.
Well, that's the big one too. Again, the 3-run homer, and there was 2 outs, nobody on. Cedric Mullins with a base hit. Taylor Walls works a walk. And Victor Mesa.
And that's popped up. Both Caminero and Walls after it, and it's going to be Taylor Walls. So for the 5th straight inning, and some of the best beaches in the country right there on display. Bottom of the 5th inning. Yandy Diaz fouls away that first pitch. So action underway, 1 strike. Yandy with a strikeout and a ground out against Seth Lugo. Ronda will be next, and Caminero. 2. You know, you put Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's really front-loading your lineup.
Oh boy.
A little pop fly and out from second base. Nice play by Rojas.
I'll tell you what, that was a really nice play. I know that it's just a little floater into shallow right center field, but the jump that Rojas took and the body control, you know, one direction, kind of shifting back towards the other. Watch this off the bat. He does a great job, turns, finds it, and is able to glove it. That is a really, really nice play. Turning your back to the infield where you're going to temporarily lose sight of that baseball, and then whipping back around trying to find it real quick. Not real easy.
Jonathan Aranda takes the pitch for a ball. Aranda singled in the first before the home run by Caminero. Rays with a 2-run homer from Caminero and a 3-run shot from Victor Mesa Jr. Two and one. Skied into left. And Collins a few steps back into his right. 2 gone, and Junior Caminero. Let's check out the hot zones for Junior.
Okay, well, this is from a pitcher's perspective. So middle of the plate, middle in, he is absolutely hammering that baseball. And so, you know, you go in for effect. You know, you go in on Caminero to keep him away from the outside part of the plate. That's where you want to get him out most of the time. That's where they're going to start him here.
And a strikeout there.
But to be able to do that effectively, you got to run some in.
Just don't miss.
I was going to say, there's a lot of red there where you've missed.
Oh, there's one down the line, and that's got some carry, and that baby's out of here. Home run, Caminero, right down that line. Exactly what we were talking about. For the Rays, their 3rd home run. Number 18 for Junior, and the Rays have a 6-0 lead.
Just, well, the graphic speaks for itself, and like you said, you want to go away, don't miss. And this is missed. They want it away. I'm sorry, but that ball is in where all the red was. There it is. Inner half. Not a lot of break. And another homer for Junior.
Which is wide. Richie Palacios now. There's a bunt, third base side. Pretty good one. Bare hand pick up and throw. Not in time. And Palacios bunts his way aboard. But he had been robbed back in the first on a good play by Caglione down at first base. And he bunts his way on here following the home run by Caminero.
Well, let's take a look at home run number 2 for Junior. Where there's the load, the leg up, reading, reacting, and boy, get that front leg down. He's got a long stride, different from Jack Caglione, but both effective at hitting that ball over the wall.
The ball loose on the move to first. Well, we got Rodney Linares checking that video out with Junior. Ozzie in there too. Ozzie Timmons.
Joe Benj.
Yep, Joe.
Head athletic trainer.
Very important part of this operation. I mean, he's the brains of the operation.
The glue,
yeah,
if you will.
Yeah, there you go. Well, somebody's got to be in charge.
Of that crew down there?
Yeah, that's what we keep telling the guys in the truck here. Don't depend on us. 1-1 here. The count to Simpson, and they keep an eye on Palacios over there at first. Oh, and a low throw to first.
Balk.
And he balked.
Yeah, well, Richie started to go. He was taking that moving lead over there at first base, and it must have got Lugo to kind of flinch there before he threw over. And right there, he gets back in safely because the throw's low, but
now a strike. 1-2. Six runs, 6 hits for the Rays. They've had 3 home runs, so they had 3 singles and 3 homers in this game. Simpson will see another 1-2 pitch after distributing a souvenir baseball into the crowd.
you know what, Dwayne? That may have been, we were all geeked up about the junior home run. That may have been Lugo's 3rd disengagement, and that's why it was an automatic.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center, and the Rays are going to get another run, and in at second base, head first goes Simpson. And the Rays now build a 7-0 lead.
Tell you what, Chandler Simpson offensively has gotten his moxie back. And this is a great example of it right here. A rolling breaking ball. The Rays have been able to jump all over the hangers that Lugo has thrown. And right there, that way he's telling the dugout right there, I'm going to go for 2. And he does get in there. He has been running, he's like 5 stolen bases in his last 5 games. Obviously pretty fired up about taking that ground ball to the right side and turning it into an extra base hit. But how about the fact that he had time to yell into the dugout before he kicked it into gear and got to second base?
Yeah, that's pretty good right there.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to second.
Watch, ma'am. I'm on the way. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Foul ball strike here to Mullins. Wide. 1-1. So the Rays with 2 in the first, 3 in the fourth, and 2 more in the 5th inning, building a 7-0 lead. He's inside, 2-1.
Dwayne, right here, watch this. As he's rounding to second, he takes the helmet off. You remember earlier this year when he went headfirst into second base, the helmet came off, bounced back up, hit him in the mouth.
Yes.
And he had to have stitches. Got him pretty good. I mean, it was a mess out there. And so now to avoid that, as he realizes I'm about to go head first, I'm just going to go ahead and pull that helmet right off.
You know, and the helmets now are way more complicated to lose than in the old days. You know, the helmet used to be, you know, you didn't have the guards.
No, not at all.
The face guards and all of that. So it's a little more of a challenge to get rid of that thing. Swing and a miss by Mullins. He is out on strikes. Well, a home run by Junior Caminero is 2nd of the game. The Rays tack on 2 more, and it's 7-0 through.
Baseball Classic, when they were gearing up at the Olympic Stadium, young Junior would always want to go catch a glimpse of some of those stars. Had an opportunity to take a picture with Starling Marte. Junior's dad actually sent that to Marte here recently, to which Marte said, wow, how great is that guy? And how about the exchange a couple of nights ago when Junior flew out to Marte and right, and what did Marte do? He's like, you got to get in the gym, man. You got to flex. Well, all Junior has done since then is hit 3 home runs since Marte did that. The 2 had a chance to catch up on the field prior to this game, and the admiration is mutual for both of those guys in terms of how it goes. Marte called Junior a superstar, believes he has everything it takes to become the next face of the Dominican Republic's WBC team and one of the best players to ever come out of the country. Junior saw the picture again today. He could only shake his head and said, isn't life crazy? Pretty unreal, guys.
How about that? And, you know, Marte, 15 years his senior to Junior. Oh, there's a grab. Nice catch by Aranda off the bat of Collins. And that's now 16 in a row retired by Rays pitching.
He's the only man standing over there. I mean, really, for all intents and purposes. So that ball looking like it might sneak its way through. Jonathan Aranda was having none of that. Yeah, I wondered the other day when Starling Marte was telling Junior to get in the weight room, like, what's the connection?
Yep.
Because usually that's coming from, you know, well, there was the connection. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Junior was 22 years old.
And by the way, I guess don't challenge Junior.
Yeah, he's up for it. Oh, Starling Marte in the batter's box, 2-0. 37-year-old veteran. He was with the Mets last year, 270 over there with 9 home runs. Fouls it right back into the screen. 2-1. Alcio shaded up the middle here with Marte at the plate. And it's a 3-1 count. And that's a swing and miss. Full count. And just missed. A little wide there, and that's the first base runner. 5 1/3 innings. 16 up, 16 down until the walk here. Tyler Tolbert, the shortstop, will be the hitter, with Marte now at first. Another first pitch strike. Lifted toward right center. It's Mesa making the call and the catch. 2 outs. We will swing back to the top side of the lineup. Casey Lagomita worked an inning and a third as the opener. Ian Seymour has been on since then. Jensen in the batter's box. Left on left. First pitch is a strike. Jensen into the game with a 16 or 15 game hitting streak. And Strahm, the left-hander in the bullpen. Fly ball into right. Mason Jr. back to make the catch. No runs, a walk, and a hit. Bottom of inning 6 coming, 7-0.
More notable picks that were with you.
Well, the #1 overall pick was Alex Rodriguez, and then other first rounders: Billy Wagner, Torrey Hunter, Jason Varitek,
Brian Anderson.
Yeah,
he did go in that draft. Yes,
pretty good company right there.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yep.
You know, the guy that was drafted ahead of me, Darren Dreifert. And he was a two-way player out at Wichita State. Awesome. 95 fastball, hit you 30 home runs a year. And we were playing on Team USA together. And as the draft was getting ready to, to happen, and we were both talking as we knew we were going to be, pretty high picks. But they were talking about this high school kid out of Miami being the #1 overall kid. And we're like, why a high school kid? He's so far away. Well, that high school kid was Alex Rodriguez, and I think that they chose wisely. And then, of course, Darren Dreifert went #2 overall to the Dodgers.
Yep.
And then I was #3 to the other Los Angeles team.
Well, there's Matt Strahm, the left-hander, taking over for Seth Lugo. 2 pitches into the 6th, 1-1 to count to Taylor Walls. He's behind in the count. 1-2.
Well, you know what?
What was
And
that
by
like
the way,
for you, by the way?
it was
as
not.
the #1 first-round pick.
It was nothing like it is now.
Yep.
I was in my apartment at Wright State,
Yep.
and the draft started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and on a weekday.
Yep.
And you just sat in the apartment with some friends and family and waited for the phone call. And about 1:15, I got a call.
Yep.
And this is, whoever from the, at that time, it was the California Angels.
Yep.
And we just took you with our third pick. Okay. Went to a little press conference over at Wright State. And
But look at this. I mean, pretty good resume right there
not bad.
to recommend.
Not bad.
First round.
Yeah, no, it was such a surreal experience. Really, the college, because I only ended up pitching, obviously, at Wright State for 3 seasons, and it goes by so quickly. And all of a sudden that happened, and before you know it, you're becoming a professional, and that's such a change from college and all the things. So
How could they led the nation in ERA at the bottom?
because I begged for that, and so they just do it as an add-on. No, I don't know. Well, and it's funny too because I had gone in that year and I had bet our hitting coach. I said I'm going to end up with an ERA this year sub-1, and he's like, "You're out of your mind." And I did. I had a sub-1 ERA going into my last start of the year. Was the conference tournament. Ended up giving up a couple runs and it bumped it up to 1.14. But yeah, that was. Listen, enough about me and my. How about what Doug Wechter's about to go through? He's talking about that draft. He's got some skin in the game in this year's draft coming.
He does
with Caden.
Yep.
Out of Jesuit, he's going to be
going to keep a close eye on that.
Yeah, that could be decision time for the Wechter family. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Pitches the ball upstairs to Mason Jr. 2-2.
Where's the watch party going to be? Because we're going to have to hit that after our game.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to get with Dougie and see where that watch party's going to be.
He might be reluctant to invite us, though. Pitch is fouled out of play. We'd like this to be a family event.
That's right.
We'll talk to you guys later.
We'll text you.
Yeah.
Let you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could just watch yourself. By yourself.
Yeah. Better yet, why don't the two of you watch it together someplace other than here?
It saved me having to text you both.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Mason Jr., who has walked and homered.
Although they do have, group text now. Have you ever been involved in a group text where you just want to pull what's left of your hair out? Like, can I please leave the combo?
Yeah, I try to avoid groups in general.
Knowing too many people.
Yeah. Mason Jr. out on strikes, 2 up and 2 down.
Yeah, I got involved in one the other day. That's why I'm bringing it up. I got involved in a group text where they just kept dinging. The phone just kept going off, and I had zero interest in what was being discussed. And so, but if you eject yourself from the convo, they all know this guy just told us, no interest.
And you are sensitive to the feelings of others, and you don't wish to insult them.
For a time. And then it became too much. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what?
I don't
care what you think of me. I'm out.
There's a strike, 1-1. Starring Senior is a very sensitive guy toward others. Surprised that you would just say, I'm out. See ya.
There's a limit. We all have limits.
And the count is 1-2 on Fiducia.
At least we should.
Yes. The mature ball.
Boundaries.
Yes. Well, Strom has retired the first 2 he has faced. And now, fly ball, right center field. It's got some hang time to it, though, and over to make the catch, Thomas. And we're headed into inning 7.
Look at the Rays pitching, and it was opened up by Casey Legamina. And he ends up getting the job done, 4 up and 4 down. turning it over to Ian Seymour, and he has been absolutely fantastic, changing speeds, moving the pitches all around the zone. He's got the breaking ball working, good changeup. He's been able to spot the fastball for the most part, and thus far through 6 innings, Rays pitching has given up just the 1 walk.
And a 1-0 count here on Nick Lofton beginning the 7th inning. That's a strike. 1-1. The pitching lines. Legumina an inning and a third, nothing. And for Seymour, 4 2/3, no hits, no runs.
It's the big one right
1
there.
walk,
yeah.
4 strikeouts.
Keep them off the board. The Rays have put up 7.
1-2 the count. Last time out for Seymour was that 5-inning stint he had. That was the start against the Nationals. And the pitch is popped up. Aranda is there to make the catch. 1 out in the 7th, and so that gives Seymour 5 innings of work here in this one. And the only base runner for Kansas City, the walk drawn by Marte. 1 out walk in the 6th. Jack Caglione. Foul ball right back. Caglione grounded to first in the 1st, struck out in the 4th, and a foul ball will set the count at 0-2. He's got 7 runs off Lugo. His career high in runs allowed is 8. Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a cut and miss on that pitch up. So 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down in the 7th inning.
Boy, he got under this breaking ball, the sweeper. Look where this thing takes off to. I mean, that is up there around the shoulders. And, you know, Jack Caglione, he is having a great month of June. He has been red hot, very productive, power, all the things. But he still has a lot of chase, a lot of swing and miss in his game.
Now the hitter is Lane Thomas. Pitch just missed. Thomas has gone out to walls twice, a popper in the 2nd, ground ball in the 5th. The bouncer foul. Kansas City came into this game hitting .248 as a team, and this month has been a pretty good month for them offensively. They have led the major leagues in team batting average among the league leaders, and right now for the month I think they are 2nd at 281 for the month.
And 2nd in runs per game too.
Yep.
Right there, 5.8. Only the Milwaukee Brewers, and I think the Brewers are at 6.3 runs a game.
3 balls and a strike.
I saw in their notes they're 5.5 games out of the final wild card spot, which would go right now, I think, to the Blue Jays, who are a couple of games under 500.
Yep.
So that's what's going to make it really interesting when you get down to the trade deadline. With the American League, the parity in the American League is who's going to be the sellers and who will buy. I mean, you know,
right.
You've got, again, you've got an under 500 team that would qualify for the playoffs. They may not be the only one.
It's only the 2nd 3-ball count Seymour's had on a hitter. He's 3-2. And the pitch is going to be out of play. Foul down the right field side. Marte went to 3-2 in the 6th inning and walked. That's been the only base runner for Kansas City. 2 outs here in the 7th, and a 3-2 count on Lane Thomas. And he got him a swing and a miss on the changeup. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1, 2, 3. We're in the middle of the 7th. 7-0 Rays. And a new pitcher. 3rd of the day for Kansas City. Lugo worked 5. Then the left-hander Matt Strom followed. And here's Connor Seabold on the hill.
You cross your fingers and you hope the mound passes muster.
Yandy Diaz leads off in the first pitch. Up and in.
Might not. Might not. Is it the ball or the mound?
Yeah. It was the mound the other night.
It was. With the 10-run lead in the 9th.
And he gets a strike call there. And barely. Yandy's thinking after that first pitch, you're calling that a strike. And then it goes, were you here the other night?
Do you know what's going to happen if I call that a ball? Going to have another delay.
That's right. 1 and 2. We'll be reworking that mound again. The 1-2. Foul out of play. Look what Yandy's done against opposing bullpens. 447.
I mean, that's impressive. You can think a lot of these guys coming out of the pen, the stuff they have, you're only going to face them once, so it's not like you get multiple chances at most of these guys. And Yandy at 440, I mean, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
Not all surprising, though, when you've watched him as long as we have.
And he shoots it into deep left center field. That ball is going to bound to the wall. Extra bases for Yandy. And he's in there at second with his 14th double of the year. He's on base here in this game.
So 450 now, I guess. I mean, and this is what he does. If you hang a breaking ball, that's where the barrel will get through the zone. And those are the balls that he takes out to left center, left field, and with power. Gets that ball, catches it out in front, and off it goes. Boy, I'll tell you, his approach, just watching him day in and day out, he just doesn't deviate from it. He doesn't want a lot of information as a hitter. He wants to know basically how hard's the guy throw. Okay, fine.
I'm going to figure it out from there.
That's right. And he figures it about as well as anybody.
Now Jonathan Aranda. Strike in the upper part of the zone.
.452. It went past. So we have 447 against relievers. That bumped it up 5.
Wow.
452.
1 and 1. Well, Yandy now has been on base in 23 consecutive home games. He came into this game 11 of 21 on this home stand. 2 and 1.
Getting close to it.
And now strike. 2 and 2. Well, the Rays touched Seabold for 3 runs in the 9th inning here Tuesday. Two count with a man at second. Now ball 3. Seabold
With that mound.
digging on the front part of the mound. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's teetering. We're close.
3-2. And a line shot right center field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Yandy will score. And Aranda's going to move into second with a double. Back-to-back doubles here from Yandy and Aranda. And the Rays make it an 8-0 game.
Well, he gets a pitch right down the heart of the plate. Fastball stays middle, and look at that extension. Jonathan Aranda right on that pitch. Boom. And just shoots it into the gap. That ball's going to roll all the way to the wall. Yandy could walk home. And the Rays offense just continues. Not happy with that mound.
Seabold shaking his head. Now he faces Junior Caminero. A 2-home run day for Junior. Takes the first pitch strike. Strike 2 now. Caminero taking a little time before he steps back in. Lines it foul. 7th inning brought to you by Hyundai. And Souvenir baseball down there on that foul ball off the bat of Caminero. Fouls this one back. Well, let's take a look at the afternoon for Caminero in the long ball department.
Well, an absolutely towering blast down the line into the tarps off territory, but he wasn't done. Got another hanger that stayed middle in, lines that one down the line. Tarps off territory. There are dozens in tarps off territory now.
Slowly but surely building. And that's strike 3 call.
Oh, he challenged and shouldn't have.
Caminero is going to challenge the call.
That was an emotional challenge.
Yep.
And it's going to cost him.
Right there you go.
Correct. Tampa,
bottom of the zone. Richie Palacios will be the hitter as we take another look at the strikeout of Caminero.
I don't know if he was convinced. That's why you say it was an emotional challenge. He hit the helmet and then looked like, should I have done that?
Now ball 1 to Palacios. Seabold digging at the front part of the mound there. Two and 0. The mound was an issue for him the other night.
Yeah. 10-run lead, 9th inning. Had to have it remade. About to do it again.
Popped up foul and back into the stands. Rays with a 2-run first on the Caminero homer. 3 runs in the 4th inning. The blast by Mesa Jr. Home run by Caminero in the 5th. RBI double by Simpson, accounting for both those runs. Back-to-back doubles and a run here in the 7th. Now strike 2. Yandy Diaz opened with a double, and Aranda doubled that one home. Well, the grounds crew at the ready.
Yeah, listen, they know. We knew coming in.
2-2 and a fly ball in the center. Blaine Thomas making the catch. 2 outs now. We'll make your favorite players all-stars. You can scan the QR code to cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star ballot. You can do it daily or visit MLB.com/vote. Chandler Simpson drove in a run with a double in the 5th. Chance to pick up a run, batted in the 7th inning. On to off second. Simpson fouls it. Lifted into left toward the corner. Collins is going to be there and make the catch. So the Rays settled for 1 run on a couple hits. It has been all Tampa Bay Rays today. 8 runs, 9 hits. It's presented by Union Home Mortgage. We go to the 8th inning. And Ian Seymour is back out there on the hill. He will face Joshua Rojas. And he fouls that first pitch into the upper deck. Straight back for a strike. Rojas 0 for 2. Legumina was the opener, an inning and a third. It has been Ian Seymour since then. And very close on that pitch. 1-1. The first 16 Kansas City hitters were retired in order. The foul ball back. Then the walk to Marte. And since then, 5 in a row retired. Marte left stranded at first. So their only runner coming on the walk. And a big chopper foul. Well, Seymour just over 80 pitches. And a wave and miss. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Seymour. Gives him 7.
Well, our Orlando Health slow-mo replay will show you what a pitcher can do when he's consistently pitching out in front. He can go ahead and expand that zone, an enticing fastball up near the eyes where the hitter sees the whole baseball, thinks that he's going to be able to get out there and get after it, and that is not the case.
Salvador Perez chops one to short, and the throw to first. Walls to Aranda. So 2 up and 2 down in the 8th inning. And now Isaac Collins makes his way to the plate. He made a bid for a hit in the 6th inning on a line drive caught by Aranda down at first. The pitch is fouled back. Let's get some action in the bullpen. Frank Kimbrel up in the Rays bullpen down the right field line. And a strike call, 0-2.
Boy, he has been masterful here this afternoon with the changing of speeds. You know, the change up, he's got a lot of guys out in front, little ground balls. And right there, another quick pitch.
Up the right side to Kimbrel. Trying to make the great play down there off the bullpen mound. Be careful down there.
But anyway, with Seymour with changing of those speeds and then using the fastball off of that, I mean, he really has had a really good mix here this afternoon and just keeping this Kansas City lineup completely off balance.
Again, a foul ball right side. This one into the Rays dugout.
You get him leaning at a changeup that's that far down in the zone away. Boy, I'm thinking fastball, four-seam fastball in. He has no shot.
Pop foul. You know, he's about as close as we mentioned to a hit today. Lofton back in the first inning. Caminero made an outstanding play at third to throw him out. Now too high, 1-2. And those two occurrences about as close as they've come to anything. 1-2 pitch again. And the liner into left. That's going to stay up, and it's caught by Chandler Simpson. Another 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 8th coming. It's a get personal. Bottom of the 8th inning. The Rays will have Cedric Mullins leading off. And the first pitch is a strike call. Colbert in there to pitch. And this one into left. Mullins is aboard. It's his second hit.
Oh, Casey Legamina there on the right got it started for the Rays. The inning in the third. See right there in the middle was Ian Seymour.
The pitch is fouled by Taylor Walls.
6 2/3 of scoreless, hitless baseball. They're the two pitchers here for the Rays.
Tyler Tolbert has taken over on the mound as a shortstop. Rojas is at short. Rollins at first, and Meisner in left. Ooh, strike.
How about that? I mean, that was neck high, but you can't challenge when a position player's on the mound. It wasn't anywhere near the zone.
And that's going to be a base hit, dropped into left. Walls is aboard. Well, the Rays in their history have had one no-hitter, and Matt Garza on 120 pitches back in July on the 26th of 2010 completed that no-hitter, and that's been it. Now the Rays have had an abbreviated no-hitter, but that's not looked on as an official no-hitter. So Matt Garza, the author of the only no-hitter in franchise history. 1-1 the count here. Mason Jr. in an 8-0 game. 3-run home run came in the fourth. Bounding ball. Play's going to be at first out there. Mullins over to third, and Walls up to second base. Mason Jr. is the first out. Fiducia takes a pitch wide. Ball, no strikes. Two 2-0. Garza threw that no-hitter against the Tigers July of 2010. And again, that soft pitch wide. They had a 7-inning combined no-hitter against Cleveland. Strike, considered not an official no-hitter. And this one back up the middle. That's going to be grabbed at shortstop, and the throw to first is in time. The Rays pick up a run. We'll celebrate your Dominican heritage at Tropicana Field Friday, 26th of June. Rays take on the Diamondbacks. You can purchase Dominican Heritage ticket packages presented by Suncoast Credit Union, including a seat to the game in a Junior Caminero Dominican Heritage bobblehead. Visit RaysBaseball.com/DR. Well, Nick Fortes sends one into center field. The Rays are going to get another run. Walls crosses the plate. Fortes hitting in the place of Yandy. So he'll pick up a run batted in. Rays with a 10-0 lead. Kimbrel down there in the bullpen, so it would appear that he will become the third Rays pitcher.
Jonathan Aranda has no interest, and maybe doesn't want his timing. He's gotten his timing back. He's been hot over the last week.
And a little tapper third base side, and that's going to go as an infield hit.
He took the first two, and then, yeah, you know what? I don't feel like striking out, so I'll just do that. He gets a base hit out of it. Infield, another infield hit for the Rays. I mean, no interest whatsoever, but less interest in striking out. Laughing up the line.
And now Junior Caminero takes the ball.
Junior's thinking about number 3.
Yeah, so of course.
They called that a strike. didn't show up on the board.
Oh, and another one. 1 and 2. Swing the bats.
Well, yeah, but I mean, get it close.
He swings the bat and a high shot deep to left, and he has hit that one out. Caminero hit one off the ring.
Second C ring of the series, Dwayne, and he did get number 3.
It's a 3-home run day. The Rays have scored 5 here in the 8th inning. And they have a 13-0 lead.
Well, you had 2 awful calls, and then Tolbert tried to gas him up. And Junior's having none of that.
Oh, Richie Palacios. And there's a single into right field. So Richie's second hit. A 3-home run game for Caminero. 1 in the first, 1 in the 5th, and 1 in the 8th. Chopped to short. They're going to get the force play right there. Simpson bounding into a fielder's choice. And so the Rays send 9 men to the plate, and they have a 5-run inning to open a 13-0 lead. And pitcher number 3 for the Rays will be Craig Kimbrel. Casey Legumina worked an inning at Starling Marte to open the 9th inning here. Kimbrel on the hill, and the first pitch is a strike call. A combined no-hitter through 8 innings. And that's 2 wide, 1-1. Kimbrel worked an inning in the game Monday, the first game of this series. And a 1-2-3 9th. It's 2-1. In that one, he faced Perez, Massey, and Thomas. Got 2 ground balls sandwiched around a fly ball to center. Got Marte to open the 9th inning. And ball 3 is upstairs. 3-1. Swing and miss with the fastball there. Challenged him. And it's 3-2. 6 2/3 for Seymour following the inning of a third opener. Legumina. And the ground ball foul through the coaching box. Seven strikeouts for Seymour and the one walk. And the foul ball the other way. On the play it goes, and we'll see another 3-2 pitch. And that will be ball 4. Marte becomes the second base runner for Kansas City, both on walks. And now it's Tyler Tolbert, who started the day as the shortstop, and he pitched the bottom of the 8th. You can see Fiducia trying to work that pitch back toward the zone. That's a ball. Cut the foul ball back. 1-1. Jensen is on deck. There's 1-2. He missed the fastball. One hitter into the 9th, a walk. Now Talbot. Way wide there and backhanded by Fiducia. Well, the Rays with that complete game no-hitter by Matt Garza back in July of 2010. Two upstairs. No consecutive full counts here. Marte walked, and Tolbert has gone 3-2. Rays with 13 runs today, 15 hits. And a swing and miss. Tolbert is out on strikes. And the Rays a step closer. One out in the 9th.
But watch how this ball just seemingly climbs through the air. That fastball able to beat that swing to the north side. And Seymour.
It's Kimbrel there and Seymour right there in the background.
Inch closer.
And here's the pitch to Jensen. He hits a shot deep into right. And that ball is going to go. A home run. Jensen, who entered this game with a 15-game hitting streak, breaks up the no-hit bid and continues his streak out to 16. And so Kansas City breaks up the no-hitter and the shutout with one swing of the bat. It's 13-2.
Well, didn't waste any time. Trying to go with that fastball away, kind of pull it to the middle of the plate, and Carter Jensen, as hot as he has been, didn't miss it.
Here's Nick Lofton. Lofton ground out, fly ball, and a pop-up. Home run for Jensen went 425 to right. It's 1-1. 94 there from Kimbrel. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Fly ball into right. It's the junior drifting back. So that is out number 2. Well, let's go back to that Jensen at bat. See Kimbrel's reaction and the dugout as well. And that blast, the only hit for Kansas City. A walk and the homer, turning in 2 runs here in the 9th. And Caglione fouls the first pitch for strike 1. Leone has had a very good month of June, and the Rays holding him to an 0 for 3 here this afternoon. That's going to be a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, it was fun while it lasted on the no-hit bid.
Yeah.
The important thing is, as we all know, is to win a game, and the Rays up 13-2 here. With Kansas City down there with final strike. It skips in, and it's 2-2. But it would have been fun. I mean, Legomita and Seymour couldn't be much better than they were.
No, they were absolutely fantastic. And, you know, Legomita probably knew, you know, I've got 4 hitters, because as soon as that lefty comes up, as Matt Quatraro staggered his lineup.
No pitch here, time.
You know, he knew that that was probably going to be the limit, and then Ian Seymour is going to get the bulk of the innings. And who knew? Legomita gets him off to a quick start. Seymour was locked in today. He was fantastic. They gave up between the 2 of them 1 walk in 8 innings, 7 strikeouts, all of them to Ian Seymour.
Well, they resettled out there. A 2-2 count, 2 outs, 13-2 game. And now full count. 3 of the 5 hitters have seen 3-2 counts here. And he is out on strikes to end this one. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Kimbrel. And the Rays do not get the combined no-hitter, but they get the victory. It's a 13-2 final. And what a job. Legomita for an inning and a third, and Seymour 6 2/3 of excellent baseball out there on the mound will pick up the victory. And the Rays, who had dropped the first 2 games of this series, come back to earn a split. And 3 home runs today for Junior Caminero.
Making that all-star bid, and Junior Caminero, listen, leading the voting now. Let's get popping, because he was outstanding here today. He's been good all year. 38-degree launch angle right there into tarps off territory. And a few innings later, he gets a hanger right here in the middle in portion of the plate, launches it, hooks it down the line, gets that one out, and then in garbage time off Tyler Tolbert off the C-ring. Second time he's gone off the C-ring in this series. Home run number 3 for Junior.